I'm just gonna go ahead and say this movie scared the fuck out of me multiple times. I was hoping it would be that from the trailer, because the trailer definitely had some scares that fucking got me. The movie was the same way, and don't worry, they didn't show all the shit in the trailer either.
Sure didn't.
Cause they definitely like pimp smacked the fuck out of you the whole movie. I was yelling with the crowd of people like,
yeah, like yo, this shit was never heard a theater scream in unison.
Yeah,
like everybody was
like, oh shit, like in unison.
Yeah, we was up there with them, like
whole choir of scared niggas. They got me, man. They got me with this joint. So, of course, spoiler free in the beginning. Just to get things out there, you weren't really the biggest fan of the Nun 1, right?
No. Like, it wasn't that I hated it. It wasn't that I hated it. I can't even say, oh, yo, I don't fuck with it. It just wasn't, the impact wasn't as heavy as it was when she appeared in The Conjuring. Oh, right. So when I'm watching Nun 1, the movie, I still liked it. Because the facial, her face still fucked me up. Mm-hmm. It just wasn't one of my favorite movies. Man, this shit tonight, that was fucking ridiculous. I don't feel good.
Now, I was a fan of the Nun 1. Now, your what you feel is a popular opinion. A lot of people didn't really fuck with the Nun Part 1. It did a lot of people because, and a lot of them echo what you said. Her impact wasn't as crazy as The Conjuring, and some just thought the movie wasn't scary. The first part, I can understand. The second part, I disagree with because I was still scared. They had some scares in that joint that had me flipping from the front row to the back row, all over the fucking auditorium. This joint, however, she was a menace. She was a menace in this joint. Like, I'm like, yo, man, I feel like she was beating me the fuck up.
Oh my gosh.
She was a menace in this joint, man. They had some joints, yo. If I were to pick, if someone told me describe your experience with this movie with a sound effect, I'd pick the Super Mario jump sound. That was me, like at least 70% of the movie. 70% of the fucking movie.
This movie did what it had to do. And it wasn't even based on a bunch of jump scares. It was just, you ever watch a movie where it just fills you with fear?
Yeah.
Because it's not all about the rise, it's about the everything, the presence of that motherfucker just being there. Mm-hmm. You walking down the hallway, it's daylight. Nothing's happening, but you're still scared because you know some fucked up shit happening.
They knew how to set up some really creepy imagery, whether it was daytime, whether it was nighttime, it didn't even fucking matter. Yeah. Like the way they played with the dark and the way they set up scenes. Now, yes, there are jump scares, but the way they build up to these joints is really fucking creative and like they still throw you off when you're sitting there bracing for it. Even if you know it's coming, it still fucking gets you. Like I was like this, and it still had me backflipping to the fucking projector.
Yeah, the timing of the jump scares were not predictable. You know when you're about to get a predictable jump scare is what happens in a shitty ass horror film. Those are the ones that I hate, where you just know what's coming. The monster like just peeking and shit. Like
you ready?
You ready? 3, 2, I'm ready.
1. Did I get you? Damn.
This shit was stupid because not only was I full of fear while watching it, like you said, the jump scares actually smack you because you're looking like, oh shit, here it comes. It doesn't come at that moment. But when it does twist your head off your fucking shoulders, you sitting there looking like, oh shit, my popcorn.
It's like it's not predictable in the way where like you know it's coming. You have an inkling that okay, there's something's gonna pop out, and you're ready for it, and either they'll delay it or they'll still like you're looking here embrace it, and they'll smack you from this side.
Yep.
And you're like, what's smack me? And then they smack you from that side too, and then you're all fucked up.
That's what it was. The positioning was different. You're looking this way.
I'm telling you, the nun walked out of the fucking screen was beating up niggas because like that whole theater was screaming.
Yeah.
Like she was throwing hands on some Jeepers Creepers Reborn, him like squaring up with niggas, pop, pop, pop. That type of shit, because I felt like she beat me the fuck up in this movie.
And she was fucking mad. She was more direct in this joint. She wasn't trying to be this shadowy creature. She was gripping niggas up by the neck, pissed the fuck off.
I mean, she was still shadowy, but she was like more ignorant in this one. She was just way more ignorant. Like, you can tell when a demon don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't give a fuck about nothing. I'm gonna fuck your whole world up, and you can't do shit about it. Bop. Like that type of shit. Pretty much counting down to the smack, looking at you in the eyes, and bop. What you gonna do? And you can't do nothing about it. Like, oh, all right, okay, well, like it was crazy.
And I liked it because the storyline made you think, okay, she's on a mission.
Yeah,
she knows what she wants. No, it really didn't matter. If you walk past a certain room, you saw her doing her thing, she gets mad about that. Now she's chasing you down a whole
Oh, this movie got me, man. So if y'all like horror movies, if you weren't a fan of the Nun 1, go see this joint because I feel like whether you like the first one or not, you will really enjoy this one. Based on my personal experience, based on how many times I fucking jumped out of my seat in the other seats. Like, it was fucking musical chairs in that bitch. I feel like everybody will really enjoy this fucking movie. The cast is crazy. You know what I mean? Even shout out to Storm Reed. Like, I wasn't familiar with her until God of War Ragnarok. I think that's the first thing I've ever seen her in. And she killed it in that. I'm like, I'm a fan of this chick. Whoever she is, like, whatever she do, I'm a follower. Oh, sure. And she was in this joint.
Last of Us.
Oh, yeah. After God of War Ragnarok, she was in Last of Us.
I was introduced to her through the TV show Euphoria.
Oh, she was in Euphoria?
She was in Euphoria.
Okay.
But, man, even her role in this movie meant the world to me because literally when she said, I'm not a real believer, and she needed to see proof, and the nun said, oh, you want to know if shit is real.
All right, give me a minute. Let me get ready.
I got you. Give me a neck.
You want to know what's real? Or I can get it popping right now.
She had a story in the movie. Oh, I believe. I believe.
Hold about the you believe yet? You believe yet?
Now?
Yes.
I believe.
Man, yo, this joint was crazy. Go see it. Not much I can say, spoiler free, but go see this motherfucker. Any final thoughts before we? Okay, all right. So without further ado, we're gonna get into some spoilers in the 3, the 2, the 1. Okay. Them jump scares hurt. Them jump scares fucking hurt, and they was mangling the fuck out of everybody, kids included. When I saw a shorty like she was just delivering stuff and got fucking mangled, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is the kid? None didn't give a fuck. Like, I'm like, why you screwing the kid's head off? Like, I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
I feel bad for laughing.
Yo,
look, the shit wasn't funny while watching it, right?
It was crazy.
But there were certain scenes where this movie shouldn't have been called The Nun. This shit should have been called like The Ignorance.
Mike Tyson in hell.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Because yo, she was beating the fuck out of beating niggas the fuck up.
She was like, slapping these kids up really.
Yo, she was mangling motherfuckers. Yo, that kid got mangled. Like mangled. I'm talking about she was messing around with it because like she had the nigga from part 1 just tweaking. And like cause that was her ace in the hole. And I like how they connected it to the first movie too. Direct connection. It shows what happened and like the flashbacks were crazy. I love how they did it.
And they showed it in part 1 that he was getting possessed.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because I didn't notice who he was at first.
I didn't either. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen Nun part 1. Yeah. But they expect you to not remember, so they let you know, like, oh yeah, I know y'all don't remember who this nigga is, so here's the flashback. Remember this? I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. Like, okay, good, now we can get on with the movie. I appreciate the movie for doing it, because they knew. Like, not everybody's gonna, rewatch part 1 before they go see this. So let's remind them who this nigga is and how pivotal of a role he plays. So I'm glad they did that, because they knew. They knew you would forget, they knew I'd forget, so they did that. So I like the role he played because it's a direct connection to part 1. This nigga is compromised. He don't know it. Subconsciously, he's calling out for help. Because like she's the chick, she's having dreams. He's saying, help me. Like he doesn't know what's going on. Like he's on autopilot. He's not in control.
Right. Whenever that shit happens and the nun starts doing her puppeteer shit,
he's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Then he wakes up like everything is normal because no, he doesn't remember. Now when he was calling out to her in the dreams, that was during a period of time. And this is just me. This is my educated guess. whenever she takes over his body and she fully possesses him for about 30 minutes, I feel as though his soul or whatever
It's gone.
is gone. But during the moment of him not being in control of his body, that was his chance
He's able to try to like, please help me.
Help me!
She is fucked up here. She got me, yo. She got. And then you know what I mean.
He was
There's only
basically
so many things he can say.
He was basically saying that bitch is still alive. You hear
She's
me?
beating me the fuck up. Help me. And then gone.
No, she's dead. She's dead. This dream can't be real. Bitch, I'm not gonna say that shit again.
It was just really, really dope how they connected it. And when the girl was just, you know, delivering stuff and then happened to just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And like I like how they first showed it, because you just see him sitting there tweaking and you gotta look at the shadow. You look at that little dark place and then you see the outline of her. Like the way they showed the nun in this one was so fucking creepy, because it's like she wasn't on some Jeepers Creepers show. She's just out in sunlight, like, yeah, I'm here, bitch. What's going on? Yeah, what's up? Like, she's shrouded in darkness, and you barely see her. And when you do, it's crazy.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like, that crack in the wall shit, when you look at the crack, like, you know how when your brain plays tricks when you're looking at
Yeah,
something
you think
on the wall,
you
you're
see
like,
something.
yo, I see a demon face
Yep.
there, and you burn the house down?
Yep.
That was that type of shit there. That that was that type of shit there. When you look at the wall, you see that crack, but you clearly saw her face there,
Mm-hmm.
and she was trying to mangle the fucking kid, like she was trying to mangle everybody. Like,
Even the way she mangled the priest
yo,
in the first scene,
man,
that opening scene was a motherfucker.
that shit was extra worse for me, because I had fucking. I decided to spend 2 weeks worth of my paycheck
On cheese pretzels.
to get pretzels. The fucking salt dropped in a hole in my tooth, so I'm feeling I got the Dr. Doom face. So my whole face was vibrating, and when he was burning, I was extra like crazy, because like he was screaming, I was screaming. I feel like I was in the fucking movie. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like my whole head was just vibrating. I felt like I got hit by lightning. But seeing that shit, I'm like, yo, he got it. Listen, I'm gonna be all over the place. But the beginning of this joint, man. When you see the kid, he go down in the basement to get the wine and all that.
And
that dark spot, like they're teasing you at first, like, yo, something's here, something's here. You waiting, nothing come out. Like, okay, all right, cool. So then he goes down there. The nun's setting this nigga the fuck up. Put the soccer ball on top of the stairs and all that. He kicked the shit off because he got to use the stool to go up there.
Get the shit out of here.
So the shit rolls in the darkness. She kicks that shit back, and you automatically know something's going on, and you hear this demon back there. You don't see it, but you hear it. You're like, oh shit, this shit is crazy.
It was like that demonic whisper where Young Boy said, and when she broke that big ass glass of wine,
yo, the scares in this one, that whole scene scared the fuck out of everybody in that theater, me included. Now he runs out of there like any smart nigga would. He talks to the priest like, yo, something's here. And I'm glad how it wasn't something where he's like, something's here. The priest is like, stop
the bullshit.
Yeah, no, I know you.
Man,
What are you talking about? That's bullshit. I mean, the priest wouldn't say bullshit, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, he might as well.
Immediately, the nun makes her presence known. Like, no, he's not bullshitting. I'm here. And he's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So he's doing a slow walk. Shit start going on. This nigga get burnt alive immediately. Like, no delay.
She peeked behind that wall and said, yeah, I'm mad.
Yo, this bitch was beating niggas the fuck up, burning niggas the fuck up, twisting heads off from the beginning of the movie. From the beginning. I still think, yo, man, that kid, though, I felt so bad because she was trying to get out and Valley was just playing games with her.
Yeah.
Because, like, let her run all the way to the door and then closed it.
Yep.
And then, you know, she does this thing where she flexes like, yeah, this shit about to get crazy.
I'm like, just staying here.
She lets you see her in all her demonic glory, and you're like, oh shit, and then she mangles you.
I think that's what makes her one of the most fucked up creatures in this universe. She wants you to see her. She wants to show you what she can do. That scene when she ran to the door and she shut the door, it was like she was flexing, like you said. She's like, get the fuck out of here. Then you open the door, she's in the hallway like this.
Just on some G-Unit shit.
That little girl went through hell in this movie. I'm talking about the main little girl.
Yeah.
When you go watch this movie, you'll know which little girl we're talking about. She was the one getting picked on because these stupid ass little girls kept bothering her.
First of all,
her storyline was crazy.
Yo, those little bitches, I was hoping that they get smacked the fuck up because like they were idiots from the beginning, little bitches. Like from the fucking beginning of the movie, how they treated her. Like I wanted to hop in the movie and just punch him in the face. And I know I would probably go to jail. Like you assaulted a kid. Like I don't give a fuck. Bop, 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 bop.
Yep.
Now you can take me to jail.
The nun probably would have said, "Hold on, you do that shit?
Like what the? You want to join me?
You want this? Wear this shit real quick."
I'll be in a nun robe just like this, right next to
right. But God forbid you don't agree with her on something.
Yeah, then yeah. I was helping.
Now you Korean barbecue up the
But I wanted them to get slapped the fuck up from the beginning of the movie because they were jealous and acting stupid. Like I mean, of course kids act stupid, but they deserve to get punched in the face. Now when they played that game on her with the fucking goat, that shit was that whole scene in the fucking that closed off area, the chapel, was so fucking scary because like first you see the nun with the cloth on it. She's moving slightly. You know who it is.
You know who
but,
it is. Exactly.
But you know what I mean? There's this demonic ass game they play. Well, stare at the goat. When the sun hit it, the eye look. You can't look away because if you look away, she's gonna get crazy. So this little girl, she's innocent. She doesn't know any better. She's going along with him because you know what I mean. That's the game. Like it's not a game they made up. Like it's a game that's well known. So she's playing the shit. These little thunder cunts just leave. They leave while she's staring. She has no idea. And they gone, and then they have the audacity to hold the fucking door closed when she's there.
Right.
And then she sees the craziest shit because the nun is sitting there chilling and is peeping all this shit and just fucking with her. Like, every scene that happened in that chapel was some of the scariest shit in this whole fucking movie. That shit when the nun got super ignorant and was using the body of the chick's dead son.
Yeah, the fuck her. Oh my gosh, that was fuck.
I'm like, yo, that's just an asshole movie. That's why I say the nun didn't give a fuck. It's like I'm doing the most. I'm whatever's gonna hurt you. I'm gonna use that, and then I'm gonna beat you the fuck up with your own son, your own dead son.
And I think
how ignorant is that?
Yo, I think everybody in the theater went crazy once they realized how powerful the nun was. When you watch certain movies with demons, right? These demons will summon certain shit, but just for the image, just to scare you. Mm-hmm. No, she was dragging. Basically, she would use a dead body that's supposed to be gone and buried.
Reanimate that shit.
And reanimate. And you are really getting beat up and touched by this shit.
First of all, if you kill me and then you use my body to attack other niggas, wherever I am, I'm mad as fuck.
Yep.
So I'm be like, yo, man, you gonna have to throw me a fair one when you come here.
Yep.
Like
wherever that is.
Wherever I am, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna float to wherever you are. I'm gonna try to do something because like you're not gonna use you'd killed me. First of all, you beat me the fuck up.
Yeah.
And killed and destroyed me. It's not like it's like cut my throat or whatever. You destroyed me. Fucking dropped the shit on the head and all that. Like
you bust my shit up and then you use her son to hit you with the religious.
Yeah, it's like and then you gonna fucking reanimate my body and nah, fuck that shit. So she's doing the most. She's strong as shit. She's scary as fuck. She hit speed dial on all her niggas in hell. Like, yo, we doing this or what? Like, get on up here in like 10 minutes. Like, shit gonna get crazy.
And that is the most realistic way to say that. And I hope everybody else says it the same way as you. She really, really, no, all jokes aside, if you look at this movie, you will see exactly what we're talking about. She really called her niggas from hell and said, yo, I got a whole school I gotta take out real quick. Can you get your horn having ass and sit on the stairs really quick? Tell me that goat wasn't as scary.
It looked wrong, man. Like some things you look at for real. I'm not nah. Like you know how you see some shit, you're like, yo, that everything about that is wrong. Like that's not right. Like that shouldn't exist. You look at that thing and it's you feel weird about it because I'm like, this shouldn't happen. Like this should not be something I'm looking at. Like you feel off about the shit, man. Like it's nah, man. The moment he showed and the way they showed him, because like the chick is sitting there with the flashlight and they're building that tension. They're so good at building tension in this fucking movie. Mm-hmm. She's scanning the shit, and then you don't see him clearly.
You see
him a little bit. You're like, what the fuck is that? And then when you see him, he start running.
Yeah.
Like the moment he gets spotted, this nigga is charging at the camera. Cameraman fucked up. Everybody hold the boom mics fucked up. He done fucked up niggas behind the scenes and everything. Like he's running at the fucking camera.
The producers in the office. So what should we do? Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's in the writers' room fucking them niggas up too. It's like he's everywhere and he's just charging, and it's so fucking crazy, man. When you watch shit in the theater, it's like your heart just start beating automatically because like we gotta get out of here. Like you feel like you're in the fucking movie. Like she's running, you damn near running. Like it's wrong, man.
That's kind of how I felt. The movie had you so involved because you're in the theater. The theater is dark. You're zoned in, and like you said, that scene when the light shines on that horned demon.
Yeah.
In the way it ran, it was so heavy.
Yeah, you hear it.
You
like
hear
it's just like stomping.
But I think this movie scared me a lot because, like I said, sometimes I've read the Bible, and they had the audacity and the strength to actually bring certain images to life that I never thought I would see. This movie in general, the backstory, I would like to applaud them for the backstory.
Oh yeah.
The bloodline, why the main girl was gifted. Saint Lucy, was that the name of the saint that had her eyes gouged out?
I think so.
So that backstory was phenomenal. And yes, I'm going to hype this movie up.
Yeah.
I am, because a lot of horror movies have been letting me down. No, this was really fucking good. The backstory, the characters, the character arcs, the demons that were in it. The nun, I think the nun was pissed off when she read the script. Mm-hmm. And she said, okay, if y'all want me to act like this, I'm going to overdo it.
She fucking smacked the script off the table.
No.
Slapped the niggas too, and just got to work, method acting. I wanna meet the chick that plays the nun.
Out your fucking mind.
Because I've heard so many things about her, like she's a great person and she scares niggas in real life just because she can. Like I want to meet her in real life because a part of me wants to like not appreciate her, but thank her for scaring the fuck out of niggas this bad for years. Because like you got to be a talented motherfucker to be able to do that. Like she's iconic at this point. So I feel like I gotta like thank her personally, cause like you scared the fuck out of me. I don't want to see her face. Like her face scares the fuck out of niggas.
That's why I don't want to meet her either.
And through the whole fucking movie, like it wasn't full nun yet. Like, and it was still scaring niggas.
Yeah.
At the end, when she got her full power and became the nun, and had the fucking iconic face, yo man, that shit just felt crazy.
The yellow. Remember me and you spoke about Supernatural before. Mm-hmm. I have an issue with yellow-eyed demons. I can't handle it. That's my cutoff point. I'll watch a lot of shit. I will watch a lot of shit, but don't put me in front of a screen that shows a little girl wearing a white dress with long black hair, and don't show me a demon with yellow eyes. I can't handle it. Listen. The nun was on some shit where, no, they didn't always give you a scene where she was just jumping at you. Mm-hmm. If you look in the corner, you have an image that you think is there, and then you're like, oh, it's not really there. Next thing you know, the nun is like, yo, you really don't fucking see me?
One of the best things about this movie is the creative ways they show the nun. Damn it, every time they show her, it's in a creative way where they're like, they're combining images together or they're playing with the darkness and all that. That fucking magazine shit from the trailer, that's some creative shit to put together. And that whole scene is nuts. Like, it's just flipping, and all the faces look crazy, and it just combines to form her. Like, the way they show her is just, it's so well done. Shit. It's so creative, and it's so fucked up. From the beginning to the end of the movie, it is fucked up. The nun is a scary-ass fucking character. Like, I gotta applaud everybody on this joint, because this was a massive step up over one. That's why I say niggas that didn't like one, I really believe they're gonna like this. One of the strengths of this movie is if you're religious, this shit will fuck with you. Mm-hmm. And that holds true for any like possession movie, exorcism and all that. Mm-hmm. If you are religious, if you've read the Bible, if you know the text that this is derived from and what the subject content,
it will bother
this
you.
Shit will fuck with you.
It
will fuck with you, man. Like I don't want to see this shit, man. Like even the nun's face, that if I ever see that in the darkness,
yeah,
I'm burning that fucking house down. I don't care where I don't care if I'm over somebody's house.
Yeah,
I'm
burning your shit down.
Yeah, I'm burning your shit down. Like, yo, you know what I saw in the corner?
Yep. Like, bro, I ain't shit in my crib. No, nigga, fuck you.
I saved you. Like, we're alive because of me.
And nigga, what did you save me from? Little A, bro.
Like, listen, if I ever see that shit, it's on, yo. Nah.
She was an absolute model from hell. Mm-hmm. Because for her to go inside of an actual church and act a fool, she burnt the holy water, boiled it to nothing. Then you destroy a priest inside the church. That's what I'm saying. I don't. It's hard for me to put words together while I'm trying to explain a movie to somebody. But I will say this: I am somebody who has been disappointed a lot when it comes to horror movies. So if you're like me and you need something to make you feel uncomfortable in the theater, this is the movie for it.
This will do it, man.
Also, this is one of them joints where you link up with your friends, you go as a squad, and you have so much fun being scared shitless.
And you all go home with the buddy system. Everybody watch each other's back. You know what I mean? Nobody
to sleep over. Like, yo, you want?
Yeah, all lights on.
Oh, come on,
Like,
man.
no. You don't watch Nun 2 and turn the lights off. You just crazy. Yeah, that's some crazy shit, man.
I'm gonna have light sensitivity like a motherfucker.
Nah, fuck that shit. Like, it's like you lucky niggas ain't walking around with flashbangs. If I see anything just pew, like I'm throwing that shit, yo.
Oh, you hear the hallway. Boom.
Yeah. Like
I can see the number right now. Yo, get my bags. This is a bullshit.
Get me out of here. Like
these niggas got weapons I'm not used to.
Nah, man, I'm not messing around with that, man. This movie definitely got me. And I love the connection that they brought it back around to the the Warrens and her big sister and her husband. Like that was just, and then you understand a lot more about how the clairvoyance and how she was Lorraine was able to do what she was doing because of the backstory in this movie.
Passed down from generation to generation.
I love how they did that, and actually finally seeing the two sisters in the same movie, is fucking dope. Like, and I love how they play sisters in the movie and the sisters in real life. Like, that's the best way to do this shit because they damn near look alike.
Yep.
Like, for the longest, like, I thought it was a younger her, but no, the sisters in the movie too and sisters in real life. But that was such a great connection, and it really fucking works. Of course, great casting, obviously.
And it also showed you why the nun showed so much aggression to Lorraine Warren, if that's her name, in the Conjuring movie.
Yeah.
Because you're looking like, yo, why does this shit seem personal?
Yeah, I told you. Like, her sister, you know what I mean, fucked her up in the past. So, she came back like, you can get it too. Like, the whole family gonna get it. Like, somebody gonna pay for this shit. Like, you fucked me up back then. Like, nah, it's on.
It's on. Like, oh, you got relatives.
Like, oh, you got family.
Yep.
Straight hood shit. Like, if there's a hood section of hell,
yep,
that's where
it's at.
Alec is from. Like, I know she was an angel that became a demon, but she must have been in Detroit or
yeah, she was in the Detroit/Kensington section of hell.
Yeah, like,
they bred the fuck out of her. That's
some hood shit. It's like your whole family gonna get it. Like, somebody gonna pay for this shit. Somebody gonna run this fade.
Now, does this happen? Now, what happens with Now, I know we left. We didn't stay to see if there was an additional after credit scene, but that was nearly impossible. The theater was too fucking dark with that music playing.
Yeah,
for
like
no,
because like the end music was like,
yep.
I'm not staying in the empty theater with that shit playing after you see the Nun 2. So I choose to believe there's only one post credit scene. If there was another one,
we'll find out later.
Yeah, we'll find out later. I'm not. The whole thing is dark. In my mind, I'm gonna turn around and the nun will be there with popcorn in the back seat. Like,
how'd you like the movie?
I'm not doing that shit, yo. I didn't even turn around. I just kept walking. I'm like, that creepy music is that's done.
I wish the Wayans brothers. I wish they still had. I wish they were. Making scary movies, because I would love to see somebody make a parody of how the nun would really talk if she was in the hood. Because I could see her saying some shit, because the way she acted in this movie was foul, bro.
I'm telling you, man. You ain't gotta imagine shit. Just look at her face every time she start piecing somebody the fuck up.
Peeking.
That's some hood shit. That's some hood shit. She the way she moves, yo, that's some damn. That's some menace to society shit. Like, she ain't moving like no regular demon. Like, she's ignorant.
Ignorant as fuck.
She's ignorant. This joint was crazy though. Like, I really fucking enjoyed it. Like, I believe they're making another Conjuring movie, and because I think that's what the post credit scene was leading into. So I'm hype. I'm hype.
Plus, the Conjuring universe can go on for a while. If you really know movies and if you paid attention to the Conjuring, don't ever forget that room that the Warrens had where they isolated a bunch of relics.
Like, each one of those relics could make a movie.
Make a movie.
Each of them.
So that was brilliant. But hey, man, I wish I had his phone number. I would love to text James Wan and say, bro, can you like take charge of the next Conjuring movie? Can you be like the full director?
I mean, or Patrick Wilson.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah,
Patrick
hell
Wilson
yeah,
can
hell
do
yeah,
shit.
hell yeah. Let Patrick do that shit.
Cause that last Insidious, that shit was hitting.
Yeah.
So I mean, James Wan is busy right now. So I would definitely appreciate Patrick Wilson, or I mean even the nigga that made this one
whoever it was that made this one, that made this Nun movie.
Yeah,
you could place him in charge of the Conjuring movie. He did very well.
I'm really excited that this movie lived up to my expectations. I'm glad that it scared the fuck out of me. I'm glad that I became Super Mario for like at least 75% of the film.
That demon looked wrong.
Yo,
I've never heard
that. Listen, man, you know. And you agree with that shit too.
Yeah, when that nigga was on the steps, he was just waiting for his moment.
Yeah, it wasn't no. What was the Insidious movie when the demon was in shaking his head in the window for like 5 seconds, and that was his whole cameo.
It was not that.
It wasn't that. This nigga was just waiting, and he took the whole thing over.
Yep.
Like he stormed on set, slapped niggas the fuck up. It's like, yo, I'm here. What's the fuck is up?
He was so fucked up. He can have his own movie.
I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that.
What would the title be? This shit wrong.
Yeah.
Shit wrong.
Like, everybody like, what the fuck? Like that'd be. It's just nah. Either way, this joint was fire. I'm glad that it was fire. If you watched this part, I'm assuming you've seen the movie already, and you know what I mean. I would love to hear all thoughts of this joint. If they do make another Conjuring, which I believe they are, that's gonna be a day one. I wonder if both of the sisters are gonna be in that one, since we've directly connected them. Another thing that's kind of fucked up, and I don't know if I mentioned it when we saw the Nun 1, is the what was the nigga from Marcus? Maurice?
Frenchie.
French. What the fuck?
That was his nickname.
Frenchie.
That was his nickname.
Oh.
Remember he said he was traveling from place to place and he gave himself a name?
I don't know where I got Marcus from.
Maureen. Was it like Maureen or something? It was something. The possessed body.
Yeah.
Possessed body number one.
Botching his whole name up. He gonna be mad as fuck. Yep. If I see Demon him show up like, yo, we fucked up my name up. What the fuck?
If I see that nigga in the middle of the street, airstrike. Give a fuck.
Like Call of Duty now. You fucked my name up. Yo, send it in. Send it in.
Not gonna grab her shit. Fuck this.
But the fucked up thing is, the possession video that they were showing in The Conjuring, I believe is him.
Yeah, the dude.
Which means, which means he died after trying to kill his wife. So, the fact that he went through all this shit and still ended up fucking getting fucked up and dying.
Right, because the timeline.
Yeah.
The timeline. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. This was the Nun Part 2. We don't know what happens after the Nun Part 2 because when the Warrens appear in The Conjuring 1, I'm not going to take out they saying this. The year in this movie was was this in the 50s, the 1950s? Which is why I don't know how close the timelines are if we would be able to see both sisters in one movie. Because how much older would she be? Because if this...
I mean, I still believe Lauren is her older sister, though.
Huh?
I think.
No. Because it could... We don't know. Irene was the main girl in this movie. Her sister is Lorraine Warren. It depends on when things happen. Because could they possibly both still be alive at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I was confused because I thought this shit was 1950s and the Warren's Conjuring story was in like the... Oh, shit. Ain't that far apart? You were right.
Because the thing is, if in Conjuring 1, that nigga was there... Whatever his name was.
Whatever his name was.
If he was there, then the sister can be there.
Right, because they had him on video. And they were displaying it to the school saying this is a possession video. Yeah. And that was him.
This movie was dope. That's what I'm trying to say. If they're both in the next Conjuring, I'm going to be hype. Either way, I'm going to watch it. That's going to be a day one. I hope that's as good as this was. Scared the fuck out of me. What else you want me to say? Scared the fuck out of me. Them demons look fucked up. I don't ever want to see them demons again. They did the damn thing, though.
I'm scared, too.
You send that thing
back to hell.
Don't walk towards it.
Don't start this shit.